Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and Duncan runs on me. So for now, take out your how to make a film recipe books, like I'm about to do right now, and I want you to take out the following ingredients, okay? Listen very carefully. Take 1 cup of Quentin Tarantino, 1 cup of Robert Rodriguez, a half a cup of Michael Bay, 1/4 cup of Akira Kurosawa, 1/4 cup of George Lucas, a teaspoon of Peter Jackson, and a dash of James Cameron. Now take out your blender. Before you add those ingredients, add the following. Some brilliant, beautiful young actresses, a monster soundtrack, any one-person shooter that you can think of, and, oh, almost forgot, don't forget to add the Jon Hamm. Put it all in a blender and hit frappe. Normally what you will get is a swift kick in the ass, but in this case you are going to get a sucker punch. Sucker Punch is Zack Snyder, the director of 300, Watchmen, and The Legend of the Guardians. This is his first original concept story. It is a film noir, and basically the story is about a young girl who was wronged, and it's all about her struggle for survival and freedom. Yeah, that's the basic plot. But then when the lights go down and the movie begins, you are going to get something completely different, I assure you. What you are going to get is probably some of the most visually stunning battle sequences you will ever see. Incredible backgrounds, unbelievably crazy mayhem. And believe it or not, if you pay attention, and I'm sure that a lot of guys are going to be seeing this, so you probably won't be, but if you are, you may actually see some young actresses doing some pretty decent acting jobs. You will see Emily Browning, Jenna Malone from Donnie Darko, Jamie Chung, Carla Gugino from Watchmen, and, of course, Entourage. A very, very awesome Abby Cornish, and, of course, a very intriguing and completely different Vanessa Hudgens. Yeah, she's in that movie, and she has come a long way from High School Musical, I assure you. To put it bluntly, this movie is any avid gamer, any sci-fi fantasy nerd, any action film buff, any anime nuts wet dream, visually, and special effects-wise. It was absolutely insane. So when I walked out of that theater, I believe I felt that my balls had just gotten rocked. And I say that because I promise you, there are not going to be that many women out there that want to see it. I'm sure there are that will. But guys, if your girlfriend is not a fan of any of the kinds of movies that I just mentioned, do yourself a favor and set a spot on the couch for yourself if you plan on taking her, because that's where you will be sleeping tonight. So like I said, I went to see that movie and I thought that I got my balls rocked. And then 5 seconds later, I went, what the hell was that? That was Sucker Punch's downfall. It was the plot. The plot was probably one of the most confusing and shallow plots that I had ever seen. It was like one really bad version of Inception. You didn't know at certain points if they were actually in the dream or if they weren't in the dream. I'm sure that you would definitely know that there were parts of the movie in which they were in the dream, and if they were probably eating a taco. And if you know the reference to that, please put it down in the comments below because you will get some major brownie points. But yeah, the plot really wasn't anything that was good. And it pretty much was sort of a downfall for the film. So overall, I would have to say that the movie is what it is. It wasn't great, but it didn't suck. It's one of those movies that is classified in the area where movies like The Crow, The Fifth Element, Dark City, Sin City, that's pretty much where this movie falls. It's actually meant to be what it is. It's like a piece of art. You go to a museum and you see a painting. You're either going to understand it, you're either going to hate it, or you're just not going to get it. And that's pretty much what Sucker Punch is. Will I see it again? Probably not in theaters. Will I get it on DVD? I'd like to say yes, but at the same time I'd like to say no, because I just don't know. So, will I at least suggest that you should go out there and see the movie? Absolutely. If you just want to see something that is a true orgasm for the senses, then Sucker Punch is definitely that kind of a movie. But all in all, I gotta say that this movie gets a 2.5 out of 4. Just because it's just stuck in the middle, and I have no idea in which direction I want it to go. But I'm very glad that I saw it anyway. Hope you enjoyed that review, guys. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave some comments in the box below. And the question that I want to leave with you is, what do you think of Zack Snyder directing the new Superman movie? I'm the Lawn Gnome, and remember, actions speak louder than words.